Oh, welcome to All Shorts. Yes, it's a late one again. I do apologise, but I've been busy making videos that I have, which I'll be uploading later. Well, I've uploaded them, just got to schedule them, you know it goes. Well, MAGA are kicking off. And I do wonder how Nigel Farage, how he stands in all this. I don't know, but maybe he ain't gonna be that happy with Donald Trump siding. Not with MAGA, no, but with Elon Musk. I suppose money talks, don't it? You know, it's all about the money, honey. That is. Well, Donald Trump has decided to back Elon Musk. And MAGA aren't that happy. And how did this all happen? Well, it's all down to one crazy loon who liked to travel in Donald Trump's jet. I don't know what she does there. I think maybe she's a fluffer. You know what I mean? Leave in the comments down below if you. No, don't do that. No. Well, hello, Jeanette Camp. I hope you're well. I hope you're well. So, it is getting very, very interesting. And when you consider that Donald Trump isn't even in office yet, even though he thinks he is, or should I say Elon Musk? Anyway, MAGA's already falling apart. It is. It's just literally collapsing before our eyes. Yeah, don't need glasses for that. It's massive. Now, many of the MAGA hats, they aren't very happy. But they'll just go along with whatever Trump says. Because they're up his derriere. I don't know what it is about him. I don't know. I've been trying to work it out for years. But he's an interesting fella, is Donald Trump. But so is Elon Musk. What a shady little man he is. What do you expect? You can't really expect much else, can you? Been brought up by Fagin. Yeah, you know Fagin. You know, okay. Well, anyway. Fagin Muskle, aka Errol Musk, was how to put it, a piece of work. Now, Elon Musk was born on the 28th of June, 1971, he was, to Errol Musk and May Musk. I can't get over that name. May Musk. Can you imagine going anywhere and say, oh, have your name, please? Yeah, May Musk. What, excuse me? May Musk. May Musk. Anyway, it tickled me anyway. So, they had a rather interesting upbringing, did the Musk children, and one in particular was obviously Elon Musk. He's the one we all talk about, isn't he? We're not that interested in Elon's brother, was dating an ex-girlfriend of Charlie Epstein. You know those sort of girlfriends, don't you? What how old she was. Well, anyway, all goes on in that family, I'll tell you. Blimey. I made some notes down there just in case I forget. You see, so Elon Musk was born to Errol Musk and May Musk, right? And I suppose a happy couple. May Musk was like this model, like a cereal box model for Kellogg's. Kid you not. Anyway, and then you got Errol Musk, who's back in the 1980s. He had half ownership of a emerald mine back in the 80s, and that's basically where he got his money. You can imagine the kind of place that was. It's almost South Africa, you know. And I've got some good friends actually who live here, not far from here, who are South Africans, but they're nice people. But I have met some really flippin' racist South Africans. I don't know why they all head here. There's quite a few here, but there's a couple we know that are really nice anyway. The others aren't quite so much. They're nice enough, but they don't. They have some rather strange ideas. Anyway, I'm going to get into that. So, it's a rather racist place, let's be honest. And obviously you had apartheid and what have you, and let's be honest, ever since apartheid, I think the worst thing that came out of South Africa since apartheid was Elon Musk. Now, Errol Musk he's a millionaire because obviously he's at this mine and what have you. And he got divorced. I think it was before he got the mine, back in 1979. he got a divorce from May Musk, and then he found himself, another luscious woman. He did, yeah. They got married. She already had 2 daughters, yeah. But they got married and had 2 more. So he had 2 stepdaughters and 2 daughters by his, what I believe is his second wife. Skipping ahead a few more years. Elon Musk, well, how do I put this? Well, like I say, he remarried and then had 2 children, but then decided that it was a good idea to do a bit of mating with one of the stepdaughters. Not once, not twice, multiple times, and they had 2 babies. I don't know how it's either stepdad, husband, or something. I don't know what's going on there. You tell me, leave in the comments down below. But it's absolutely mind-numbing, and it's not surprising that Elon Musk is a little bit weird. Now, some people it's because it's autism and stuff. Yeah, well, if you believe that. Has anyone actually seen his medical records? No, of course they haven't. He's just behaving a bit autistic, I must say, but no, he likes to portray himself as somebody who's self-made, but he wasn't. When he started in business, that was his father that backed him. Now his first company was like a bank, or well, not his first company, but he started X.com. Not X, no, not that one. No, not the one that you know now, as in Twitter. No, it was a bank, effectively, and he had a bit of a love affair with it. And this X.com was basically a bit dodgy, really. Anyway, that's neither here nor there, no. But he's a rather strange man, been brought up with rather strange parents, and it's all been kicking off. And, he's very reactional, isn't he? I don't think he always thinks before he writes his tweets, or the thing about a tweet is, you see, or anything like that, anything that's written, before you send it, you can read it, can't you? It's usually a good idea. Anyway, hello there, Billy Kershaw, hope you're well, and PSA Gamer. Maybe he'll grow an empathy organ and turn into Oliver Twist. Ooh, I doubt it, though. Anyway, keep on going. Oh, cheers, PSA Gamer. Or Gamma. You got your Gamma rays? You got Gamma rays? Well, Tanuki, hello there, hello from Switzerland. Hello in Switzerland, I hope you're well. And Steve, you're not Steve Bannon, are you? Hope not. Well, I've got a little clip from Steve Bannon I'm going to share with you in a mo. And what he thinks really about Elon Musk. Also note that there used to be Nikola Tesla's name, but it is a diametric opposite of what Tesla was trying to do. Yeah, I don't think that's 100% true that he actually named his business after Nikola Tesla himself. I think he just thought it was a good idea at the time, and obviously then he learned a bit more about it. I mean, as in he probably didn't know much about it, to be honest, when he made that decision. I've read something about that before. I can't remember what it was about now. Oh. Also note that you've done that already. He is a self-made dork. Yes, I would agree. Elon Musk is a self-made dork. And he's gone a little bit loopy, if you ask me. And I think the ketamine has certainly gone to his head, but he's not just on ketamine. He's known to take other stuff. I did a video about this before. The fact that he was a friend of his, or a colleague, business colleague, offered him his island to detox on. Because apparently he was putting things like various drugs and what have you in his drinks and stuff, in his in his flask, and carrying it around with him. Yeah, LSD and God knows what else. I don't know, LSD and cocaine apparently, and then obviously his ketamine. None of this stuff is good news, is it? No. Jack Black, that's me. I haven't heard that once or twice or 3 times, or maybe a few hundred before. No. But I don't mind at all. Because I like Jack Black. I think he's bloody cool. Yeah. Da-da-da-da-da-da. It's actually sad because I was thinking about to buy a Tesla, don't there? There's better options out there. There has been so many reports of Tesla fires and recalls. If you want to constantly be sending your car back to have things changed or swapped over, like for instance, there's been since the Cybertruck's been out, there's been over six recalls on that so far. You know, why would you want the aggravation of that? You know, most cars don't have recalls. You know, not especially not to that extent. No. So, yeah, the Americans know me. He bought a Tesla, and yes, it was named after the. Oh, okay, after the inventor. Oh, yeah, it was at the time. I got you. Hello, Gingers. I hope you're well. It's all getting exciting over there, isn't it? You got any MAGA friends losing their, how to put it, the plot? Well, they already lost the plot, you know, over this spat between Elon Musk and Laura Loomer and the MAGA hats over the HM1B visas, the work visas, tech work visas, which Elon Musk's companies are very reliant on. He pretty much said that the MAGA lot aren't bright enough. Well, they're not the sharpest knives in the drawer, let's be honest. Anyone who'd vote for an orange buffoon with white eye rings, I don't know what's going on with you. He makes so many promises that was just lies, just to get your vote. For the MAGAs, that is. They're offering free recharge on the latest model. Ooh. 100% mechanical car might be worth a fortune one day, yes. The thing is really annoys me. I used to have a lot of Morris Minors, right? I used to think about Morris Minors. They were a funny little car, like a little policeman's helmet, and little narrow 145 wheels, tyre side. And but they were they were brilliant. I can almost get inside the engine bay. There's so much room around that A-series block. Look, cast iron A-series block. I could actually lift the engine out of that. All you had to do was take the front panel off, obviously loose the prop shaft and stuff like that. You could literally take the engine and the gearbox out straight out of the front. I've done it several times, you know. You could lower the front suspension really easy, or a torsion bar suspension on splines. So you just knocked it around the splines. I'm not going to say it did much good for the suspension, but it was fun. I had 7 of them. And, you know, the first one I bought, I paid £270 for. And it was an ex-GPO van. It was a little blue van. It had been sprayed several times. It was a real bad job. Anyway, I decided to do something. I kind of had to put it. I changed it a little bit. I had a bit of fun with it. I put a 2-litre V4 Corsair engine up, you know, and sort of upgraded the brakes. It was a van, so the front brakes were already a bit heavier, but wasn't ideal. But quite a lot of people will upgrade them to Marina. I never got to that stage, though, Marina brakes. But it was a great little thing. I used that loads. I just sprayed it pink and had strobe lights underneath it. It was hilarious. Oh crikey! It was once I changed all the wheels over, and it had deep pan steel rims on it, and they were metallic, like a purple, deep purple, and a sort of a bright mid pink bodywork. It looked hilarious. It really did, and had Colonel Bogey horns and shit. I was always getting stopped by the police. It wasn't because the car was quick, because I wasn't. Even with a 2-litre in there, it just wasn't built for that. So anyway, Elon Musk named his kid XAEA12. I know, Davy Crockett. There's something not quite right there. And what mother would let that happen? You know? He can't hold down a relationship anyway, can he, Elon Musk? He really can't. He's clearly not a decent person. Oh, crikey. Oh, Moggies are brilliant. They are brilliant. Oh, Moggy miners. I love Moggy. So the first one I had was the van. I had several saloons and I had a Traveller. I never had the pickup though. But the van, the Traveller, and the pickup were all based on a proper chassis, whereas the saloons had the sort of early monocoque construction. And you know Renault, when they brought out can you remember when they brought out the adverts for the Renault Clios and they were going on about torsion bar suspension and innovative as the first of? No, it's not. Morris Minor had them before they'd been Renault Clios or something, you know. I think it was Clio. I've heard it's very racist. I've heard it's very racist. Which one? What, MAGA? Yes, MAGA's very racist. In fact, when you consider that oh, don't fret. I've got an artisan beer here. Oh dear, there you go. This one is a Brassia. It's a local beer. This one is. It's a strong blonde. It is a strong blonde. I like a strong blonde. I do. I know a couple. There you go. And it's 8.5%. So it's a low alcohol beer. You know, I'll get out in the car late and there will be no problem whatsoever. Oh my God, don't do that. let's see that. It's got a head like that tall already. Blimey. So, it's alien. How do you pronounce that? How do you pronounce the A-E? A? Oi! Hey, you! Oh, dear. Hello in Russia. Hope you're well. People crying, great replacement of therapy. What, because the H1 visas, everyone's going to be replaced with brainy people from abroad. That ain't difficult, is it? Oh, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of really smart people in the United States. Unfortunately, you're getting overrun by a load of really thick people. And I shouldn't say that. I'm going to say it every time. They are. Because the stuff that I've been seeing, not just of late, and I just don't understand. Anyone who'd vote for somebody who's a known racist, misogynist, and a sex offender, well, then, quite frankly, there's something quite wrong with you. Why would you vote for somebody like that? I'm not saying you, but, anybody else. It makes no logical sense to me whatsoever. Why would you? It's just madness. It's absolute hate. No, was it madness or was it just hate? And I was accused of, you keep going on about hate, but you're hateful. You're causing. Oh, crikey, I had a lot of that recently. And I suppose they got a point, to some degree. But how are you supposed to forgive people if they never change? If they're still doing exactly the same thing? Again and again and again, at least twice now. It's just nuts. Then we've got Nigel Farage in the UK going around and flipping, swanning around like he's the Messiah. No, he's not, just a naughty little boy. Or a very naughty little boy. Because he's just, with the Reform Party, it's not even a party, it's a limited company, which can never be a party because of the way the shared allocations have been done. It's not possible to change it. But, he ain't got this, that's why it hasn't been done. They proposed to do it, and they found out they couldn't. The only way they can do it is start again. But are they going to do that? No. So all those membership fees should really show on their end of year accounts. It should be in April, or when they submit their accounts. And it can be a fake. We got paid to see them, but unless you got a membership somewhere. So I was on the company's house. So you can see what the accounts are. I'd be interested to see how much money is if the two relate. With the money's coming from these so-called memberships, which are really subscriptions, because it's limited companies, and it's not really you're not membership like of a political party, are you? You're a membership of a company. Well, the only person who really can take that money, at least over 51% of it, the man shares he's got, but he's got the majority shareholding in Reform Limited, is Nigel Farage, and then Richard Tice has got the other shares. So, with that in mind, it's a little bit dodgy, wouldn't you say? I'd say it's very dodgy. Instead of the Florida man, it's now the America man. I saw a story. There was a drone shown in Florida, and suddenly a few drones fell, possibly shot down, injuring a child. And the drone paranoia is crazy. I fly drones, right? You are like a little ant, right? Unless you've got some amazing camera with a great big long zoom lens on it, they can't see diddly squat unless literally just hovering above you. No. Regarding flying above, obviously, air bases and stuff like that, you can see the outlines, you can see the planes and where they're positioned and stuff like that, and you were doing planning and assault, when of course, you do a lot with that, but as an individual, they can't recognise you, all right? You're too far away. Even if you zoomed right in, you still can't see it the top of your head anyway. Unless you've got recognition, like a fingerprint on top of your bald spot, I don't know if it's going to be any good whatsoever. God. Is that top tamed down a bit? I think it has. Mate, money makes money. It does. Follow the money as well. It does. If you've got a bit of money, you can make downside more. Like for instance, people who've got a bit of money and they put in like maybe a little bit of crypto and what have you. Also, I think they say you should do more than 6% of your worth or something silly like that, on crypto, because it is dangerous. There's no protections there, is there? So, but you can get massive gains. It is possible. People have done. When you consider what crypto, like for Bitcoin was originally, and now it's around 100 grand. It's going to come down, though. It's going to come down fast. This new year. Excuse me. I've got a tickle. Don't forget to beat the old like button. Helps channel, Do. No, not that one. I'm pressing the wrong buttons, though. There you go, that one. Oh my god, it's in the wrong place again. Never mind, I'll do. So, and things, they keep going on about this stuff, don't you? With Doge and what have you regarding getting rid of, like, I don't know, was it a third of the national expenditure in the United States? And they keep going on about like Social Security. But the thing is, they say, we're going to increase the debt with Social Security. No. Don't these people know that in the United States it's illegal to take out loans, increase your your borrowing for the country, that is, to pay Social Security debt. It has to come from the actual GDP. So that's just a lie. What they get going on about that, it's just an outright lie. I'm not saying there isn't a way of doing it, but for that, they'll find a way. Do you know what I mean? Borrow the money to pay the Social Security, but they could pay something else instead, couldn't they? Which might have come out of the GDP. But last time Donald Trump was in power, he increased the national debt by $8 trillion. A huge amount of money. 8 trillion. When you consider the national debt in the US is 36 trillion at the moment, and that 8 trillion makes a massive difference, doesn't it? And when the interest rates were going up, obviously, you got less, getting less for your money. Plus, now we've got China selling off bonds, US bonds, and also Japan, because they're basically just losing, trying to get rid of their ties, financial ties in the US, for whatever reason it might be. And that also dilutes the market, which devalues the bonds. Not very helpful. No. So, instead of Florida Man, hello, Tom Maguire, I hope you're well. Maybe Captain Bone Spurs, Donald Trump. If anyone don't know that reference, basically he did. Maybe he'd been in Vietnam otherwise, but he had bone spurs, okay? Apparently. Allegedly. So he says, to get out of it. Now, my father can't talk, right? Now, my dad, he supported Nigel Farage, right? Well, obviously, they did not do a lot of good in that relationship. But anyway, he supported Nigel Farage. He thought he was great. Best thing since sliced bread. I thought, bloody hell, Dad, you're bloody stupid, aren't you? So anyway, he's but I'm not surprised when he avoided being enlisted, or what do you call it now? Subscription. Going into the forces in his early years. Boy, when he went in there, because he had to, he was there for no time at all, literally about a week or something. He came out with a rash. Why is that? He sat up and Brasso on some kind of like cleaning fluid on his hands. He came out with he knew he was going to get eczema. So he came out like this eczema, dermatitis all over his hands when he was in there, really quite bad. So he's done it. This is one way of doing it. This is not like he's been sent out to war. It's not like we end up in, I don't know, 19 in Vietnam, is it? No. So that wasn't very brave of him. Especially because he keeps going on about his father, who was in the forces, and he was stationed in Europe, and he was one of the first people to walk into Belsen camp. In fact, my sister's got it now. He's got one of von Kramer's, Joseph von Kramer's dress daggers. It's quite interesting because you take it apart. It's all unscrews. You see, get the handle off. It's engraved on the spike part, the bit that goes in the handle, with his initials on and his name. A mammoth worship is not a mammoth. Oh, mammon worship is not a good thing. A mammon. Trump is smart when it comes to money. He follows the money wherever it goes. Yeah, he latches onto the one who's going to give him more money. Just like, him. Elon Musk, yes. Now, this is only from a little while ago now. It was about a couple of hours ago this came out. maybe 3 hours ago. Trump sides with Musk on support for H-1B visas for foreign tech workers. Well, so remarks follow social media posts from Tesla and SpaceX CEO who vowed to go to war to defend the program, the H-1B visas. He's going to go to war to defend the program. What war? Who's going to be fighting? Oh, yeah, Laura Loomer. Yeah, I don't know what she does. I think she's a fluffer. She was on that jet, wasn't she, with Donald Trump several times, you know? Like, I don't know, she's some sort of advisor, right-wing, hard-right advisor. Right now. You know, it's very extreme. But these people, he said, they don't want any immigration whatsoever. See, Elon Musk doesn't even really fit into the whole MAGA thing, does he? With that mind. He is an immigrant. He's a South African immigrant racist. He is. You know? And it's not surprising considering, when you think what's gone on in South Africa, there's a good percentage of the people there who are racist. Not everyone, obviously. But a lot are. Trump again calls to buy Greenland after eyeing Canada and Panama Canal, which is absolutely nuts, isn't it? That's just nuts. It's just crazy. You can't admit it. Why? What's he going to do? Go in there and force? Huh? Obviously, the authorities in Panama say, well, that's what the bollocks. That's not going to happen, you know. And also in Canada, let's see what's been the 51st state, either Canada or the United Kingdom, 51st state. And actually, some people actually advocate, and one government person, well, someone's quite an interesting idea. I think it's something maybe we should look into. And then in the United Kingdom, well, I'm sure that I don't know, maybe Farage would like the idea as well. I don't know, maybe. That's stupid, isn't it? Stupid. No, who in their right mind what country in their right mind would ever vote for that? Because it'd have to be a referendum vote, wouldn't it? Would you vote to be a part of the United States? Oh, I wonder. Would they have to adapt free at the point of use healthcare? Maybe. Also, it's Canada as well, isn't it? God, I'm terrible at parent. I could not look at the state of that. It's going down quite well. It's going down, I suppose. A little bit embarrassing as that. They're going to be working in the pub, is it? No. Disco Dave. Night fever. Yeah, Disco Dave said we could have had Corbyn. Do you know what? Just of all the grief that we've had about Corbyn, I'm no lover of Corbyn, but there's things about Corbyn I don't like, right? But was he a socialist? Yeah. Was he really a Marxist? Maybe a little bit too socialist for me. Maybe that's what it is. But I don't know. It can't be any worse, can it? End of the day, I would have loved, for you guys in the United States, I would have loved there to be a Bernie Sanders government. That man is he's a gem. He really is a gem. He actually cares about people. That's the difference, you see, between someone like Bernie Sanders and Donald Trump. Donald Trump doesn't care. He doesn't give a diddly squat about you. He just sees you as a useful tool. Whereas Bernie Sanders sees you as people. See you as people who might be struggling in your lives and stuff like that. And even Biden does. I might disagree with that, but I don't know if you've seen an interview between a guy called Ben Messias of the Midas Touch Networks. They're a bit of a group of people, other YouTubers, what have you. They were like quite a good group. Anyway, he got to have an interview. He did. It's like one of the last interviews with Joe Biden, flipping YouTuber. And I have to admit, he handled that interview beautifully. He really did. And Joe Biden was at his ease. He was at ease. He wasn't being pressured. And it was nice to watch. It really was. Anyway, it's MTN, Midas Touch Networks. if you're interested in that. If I find it, I'll put a link in the description. But it's definitely worth a watch. It really is. Anyway, you can improve your volume, Marcus. Is it too low? Let me have a look. Bob, is my volume too low or is it too high? Please tell me in the comments down below. Or am I just getting too far forwards? Maybe I've got the microphone in the wrong place. Look at that. Oh. Anfa says, I'm full mega, and absolutely support what they're trying to do here. Legal immigration is the cornerstone of America, and you need to show proof of skill. I don't know what mega is. Is it some like some kind of transformer, like Megatron? I don't know. But yeah, if it works for you, that's fine. But I'll tell you what, though, voting for somebody who would rather see disabled people dead, yeah, he literally just said, well, why can't they just die? You know, I don't see why anyone would want to vote for that man. It's not a good sign. It really isn't. Oh, it seems it's too low. Is it? Really? Too low? Maybe I was too far forwards. I don't want to be peaking, though. Because if I'd go too loud, I'd be peaking like that. Hello? How's that? Hey, George, I'm a friend. Check out what Bernie Sanders has to say about Musk. Let me just see if I can find it for you. I haven't seen that yet because, oh no, actually I did see it, but I haven't watched it. Bernie Sanders, Musk. No, I do actually have a lot of love for Bernie Sanders. He's a really good person, and it takes a lot for me to like people, because there's quite the often they let you down. But Bernie Sanders has just been the same all his life. It's just who he is. He cares. He seriously cares about people. And, like, for instance, he believes that the United States should have a free health service. It's not free, is it? You're paying for it, really. But it'll be paid for through, the federal spend. So what do you say? Bernie Sanders or Musk? Let's see what it says. Let's do that. Maybe it's enough. Maybe it's not. Oh. Bernie Sanders criticises President Elon Musk. I'll tell you what, we'll whack that in there and all. All right, there he is. I'll have a look at that in a second. But let's just see what's been going on here first. So, anyway, Donald Trump on Saturday, which is today, he sided with Elon Musk, a key supporter and billionaire tech CEO, in a public dispute over the use of the H-1B visa, saying that it fully backs a program for foreign tech workers opposed by some of his supporters. And that's after, Laura Loomer, she kicked off, because she got, kicked off, off Twitter. I got something in there. Me light is flashing. Oh, me light. Yeah, so she basically got kicked off, she lost her blue tick, lost her subscriber system. She basically getting paid anything now. So, yeah, she's very happy. And she's been tweeting ever since. So she's still tweeting, what have you, but I think she can anyway. So Trump's remarks followed a series of social media posts from Musk, the CEO of Tesla and SpaceX, who vowed Friday to go to war to defend the visa program for foreign tech workers. Could go to war. Oh, crikey. Gonna fight them on the beaches. Like we are. Trump, who moved to limit the visa's use during his first presidency, told the New York Post on Saturday that he was likewise in favour of the visa program. Oh, he changed his mind quick, doesn't he? I have many H-1B visas on my properties, he says. I've been a believer in H-1Bs, and I have used it many times. It's a great program, he was quoted as saying. Now, Musk is a naturalized US citizen born in South Africa and has held an H-1B visa, and his electric car company, Tesla, well, apparently they were illegals, according to his brother. Tesla obtained, which is Kimball Musk, obtained 724 of the visas this year alone. It is the great replacement. These people are quite often not paid as much. He's a terrible employer anyway. H-1B visas are typically for 3-year periods, though holders can extend them or apply for green cards. Now, didn't Donald Trump say in an interview once that, on a rally, or anyway, he said that anyone who does education or degree courses and stuff, or tech, what have you, in the United States would get a green card. They were allowed to work there. But he says a lot of things, doesn't he? And changes his mind with the wind. So Musk's tweet was directed at Trump's supporters and immigration hardliners who have increasingly pushed for the H-1B visa program to be scrapped amid a heated debate over immigration and the place of skilled immigrants and foreign workers brought into the country to work. Ooh. On Friday, Steve Bannon, a long-time Trump confidant, critiqued big tech oligarchs for supporting the H-1B program and cast immigration as a threat to Western civilization. In response, Musk and many other tech billionaires drew a line between what they view as this sort of valley, isn't it? View as illegal immigration and illegal immigration. So Trump, he's promised to deport them. May deport all immigrants who are in the US illegally. So obviously H-1Bs, they're not illegals, are they? So anything about no, nothing on that or they've got Bernie Sanders there. But before I do that, I just want to share with you something that a lovely geezer, another lovely geezer. You probably think he's fantastic, maybe. This geezer, Steve Bannon, right? There he is, lovely, isn't he? You're fond of him, aren't you? No, yeah, okay. That's Steve Bannon, all right? Now, Steve Bannon is a far right. How do you describe Steve Bannon? So 4 letters, I think you use that as a Nazi. Yeah, probably. He's a horrid individual, but he may be right on this one. Now, this was back in 2023, so he's not fond of Elon Musk now because he's called them oligarchs and stuff like that, so he's not fond of them. And some people obviously sticking up for Elon Musk because you get people like Elon Musk and people think, oh, he's so God, look what he's done. Oh, he's done it single-handed. He sent off that rocket into outer space and he landed it on 4 legs. Or was it 3? Anyway. And then he did it again. Out into outer space and he landed it with some chopstick things. Yeah, so it caught it in flight. He didn't do that. Boffins did that, not Elon Musk. Elon Musk is not a boffin. He's not an engineer. Oh dear. No. Anyway, what does Steve Bannon say back in 2023 about Elon Musk? Now, there's some other criticism. I don't know if you can see it on your screen, but the geezer just below my, I don't want my chin, all right? Because I can't get my finger behind it to show you. Anyway. Under my chin there, can you see him? That geezer there, that one. That is Matt Gaetz. There's a report that's come out on Matt Gaetz where basically he's he's an alleged paedophile. Really, he's a fiddler. Yeah. Anyway, not that kind of fiddler. No kind of fiddler. So my light is flashing. I'm gonna turn that light off. Hope there'll be enough light. That's all right. That made any difference, has it? So anyway. So, the other guy's on the end there, he's the host. He's a podcaster. He's a right-wing podcaster. He's an awful piece of work. He's very shouty and what have you. I've watched him with another American podcaster who's left-wing, very capable young lad, which I forgot his name. I'm terrible with names. I forget him as soon as as soon as I'm in my head. But anyway, I had an interview with him, and there's like 4 of them beating down on him. There was, and he held his own. So anyway, the other guy, you've got Matt Gaetz, the paedophile, alleged, and you've got the other geezer there on the left who's a real, I don't know the guy with the shirt on, the white shirt, and the, anyway, I don't know, I've got a clue. It's all these Junior Jacks everywhere. And then we've got Steve Bannon, and this is what Steve Bannon had to say. That is, yep.
I think until Elon Musk starts letting back on the most, the true anti-CCP people that he keeps blocked off there, myself included, not that I want to go on there. Oh yeah, no. He's owned by the Chinese Communist Party. What are you talking about? Tesla, his only thing of real value is Tesla. He uses it for margin loans. He sells the stock. The Shanghai joint venture is 100% controlled by the CCP. This is why he never goes after the CCP. This is why he always backs off. This is when they had the protest. They had the protest about the lockdowns of COVID. He will not do it. Elon Musk is a total and complete phony. He is in bed in a business partner. He's done some good stuff, letting stuff out, with Taibbi and others. It's fine. But he is owned lock, stock, and barrel by the Chinese Communist Party, and he acts like it. I think until Elon Musk...
I'm no fan of Bannon, obviously, because he's a far-right... He's such a fascist. And he was invited by... Well, he's had interviews with Nigel Farage. Even Nigel Farage looked uncomfortable. He really looked uncomfortable. It's like, my God, this ain't gonna look good, is it? And and then he was invited to a rally by Marine Le Pen. She looked uncomfortable when he was going on about wear racism on your sleeve with pride or something like that. He said. He also tried to buy. I think it was. I can't remember 100%, but it was like an old monastery or something in Italy or somewhere, and it was going to be where he's going to be training, like youth training for far right activists. Hitler's Youth, basically. Oh, yeah, you can imagine it, can't you? It's a right piece of work. He really is. And then you've got the fact that he's crikey. Oh, build the wall. Yeah, the fraudulent wall that him and two other people who went to jail, and Steve Bannon got away with it. See, these people, what they do is they have their proxies, and the proxies end up going to jail. And okay, he's just come out of jail, to be fair, but yeah, these people are just absolutely chronic, and they still get these positions of power. They have too much power. They really do. And what is it about flipping MAGA anyway? What they go on about the left, don't they? About being they're all sex offenders, all paedophiles. They are, yeah. They're reading books to my children in a dress. Ooh. Anyway. But it seems to me that it's always the MAGA lot that ends up being arrested or charged of being, sex offenders. Or, quite often they get away with it. Foul people. Awful, awful people they are. So, yeah, there's Laura Loomer. She's still on Twitter, but she had a Blue Cross taken away. And she has been tweeting like Billy-O, she has. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. Still going on about Elon Musk. Oh, crikey, and the H-1B visas go on and on and on and on. She's like an Ariston. That she is. Loomer unleashed. Horrid, horrid person. So, let's just check in the chat. But before I do that, just one more. Yes, Elon Musk says, my tolerance for ketamine is unlimited. Yes, that's going to end well, isn't it? Yeah. So, what a specimen he is. Are you talking about me? Well, to me, if you're talking about Steve Bannon, he looks like to me, he's a bit of a snake, isn't he? After all, he looks like he's shed his skin several times, if you know what I mean. Yes, flipping horrid man. It's just, why have people got? I just can't understand why people have got to be like that. I just don't get it. Why are some people just so hateful towards others, and usually minority groups who really are a bit defenceless in many cases? Why is always them getting attacked? Oh, because they're considered as weak, maybe an easy target, maybe. These people are just bullies, aren't they? Jeff Petit, he combined a Segway with a rocket. Yeah. Why is Bannon sitting on an inflatable donut these days? Well, it can be for two reasons. Either he's taken it up there, where, or he's got piles. Farmer Giles, piles. Who cares about immigrants if they have skills to offer? Exactly. There again, I don't see race. I just see people. Exactly. Let's not judge people on what they are. Let's judge them on who they are. You can get right. Well, blooming arseholes, can't you? You can get arseholes whatever colour they might be. It doesn't matter. It's got nothing to do with it. You get good people in all race and creeds. You really do. I'm sure there's some good people in MAGA. They just haven't read a lot. Alright? Just gone with the flow. My daddy voted. Yeah, my daddy voted Trump, so I'm going to vote Trump. Yes. Followers. You know nothing about Stephen K. Bannon. Oh, don't I? Oh, well, never mind. Yes. Oh, we have a troll. Hello, troll. Hope you well. How do you know I know nothing about Stephen K. Bannon? Bannon. Flippin' hell. Is this TikTok? No. It's YouTube. You should know. You should see it. It says YouTube. I am on TikTok, but I don't do anything on there recently. I can't be bothered. For my Woodworking channel, though, so. Heyo, do you still have votes in the UK? Yes, I do now. Because there was a big campaign that went on, I think it was off last year, we were allowed to vote. So, early this year. Anyway, the rules changed. Used to be a case if you lived abroad out of the UK for 15 years, you were not allowed to vote, but that's been changed. End of the day, we are still British citizens, so we do have a right to actually vote. It affects us, and to be fair, it's affected us a hell of a lot. Brexit did, for instance, and we weren't allowed to vote. Well, we were allowed to vote in Brexit, but we wouldn't have been allowed to vote. Sorry, if that was the case, we hadn't been here long enough for that anyway. Another lime that can't carry what? Another lime that can't carry a knife. Another lime that can't carry a knife. I've got several knives. What are you on about? And blimey, my knives are flippin' sharp, I'll tell you. Yeah, I know how to sharpen. Whether it be Japanese or whatever they are, I can sharpen. You voted for. In my opinion, what? Yep, yeah, welp, yeah. What? Voted for it. Yeah, voted for it, drunk. I voted for what? I'm a drunk because I've got half a beer. Blimey. What makes you think I'm a drunk because I've got half a beer? So you trying to get the drink, to be honest. He can mind a second. I've done it already. He has the greatest ideas, but he's no engineer. Yeah, I can bet. I bet he does have brilliant ideas. I'm a bit surprised on that. But he's not the one doing it, is he? He's just shouting, do this, do that, make it happen. Pretty much. because they're damaged. These people are damaged, aren't they? It's just strange. He does ketamine. It's dangerous. It's a dangerous drug. Oh, is that what Matthew Perry was on? Was he doing ketamine? I looked into it. Oh, I loved Matthew Perry and the whole 9 yards with Bruce Willis. That was hilarious. Not so much with Friends because I can't stand canned laughter. Whenever I hear canned laughter, to me that's fraudulent, it's fake, and it's rubbish. It's just like, oh, you're supposed to laugh now. Yes, because they're laughing and clapping. I don't do it. As soon as I hear that, I turn off. Yep, Daddy voted Trump. Oh dear. So Bannon looks like, and he smells like a salami and cheese sandwich fell between the car seats of 6 months ago. Yes. Troll Hunter with English subtitles. Yes. Now what is it about Flipper now? Like Hunter Biden. Alright? Hunter Biden's got all this grief, right? There's been so many cases. So what did he do? He left off some information on the his application to have a gun. Right? He left off some information. He basically because he had drugs or something in the past. And then he's at risk of going to jail. Okay, he's been pardoned by his dad. Daddy saved me. So, but there's been so many things that the MAGA lot have been doing, and they get away with it. Obviously, unless you're parading around with some horns on your head and you're, involved in the Capitol Hill riots and people get killed, or you taser your own balls, you don't get away with it. No. America has the DHS and the Pegasus, and they could have cleaned house in the past 3 years. They could have done. Funny that Trump claims to have employees at his properties on the visa for highly skilled workers. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. What highly skilled workers has he got? Is it the H-1B? They are literally just tech visas, aren't they? Interesting. Sorry you like Biden, liar pants. So this is childish, isn't it? How childish. Liar pants. You can't even spell liar. Oh dear, you have to do some there's and there's and where's, and you're yours. It's true, isn't it? You know that is it 20 or 30% of the 20% of U.S. citizens don't make it past year 11 in education. Crazy. Where am I from? I'm Norfolk in the UK, but I live in France. I ran away. I did. Yeah, ran away with the missus and the kids years ago. So yeah, we've got an old farmhouse here in France and a bit of land and what doing the thing. And I'm a woodworker by trade. That's what I do. That's pretty much my main skill is woodworking. And I just find all this stuff interesting, so I just like to have a bit of fun with it, you know, and hopefully people enjoy the actual channel and the lives and stuff. So, you know, it's just something to do, you know. I've been this so close to actually, you know, to give up. So many times I have, and I kind of wonder whether or not why am I carrying on? Why am I doing it? And I keep coming back to it, you know. It's just how it is. I just find it interesting, and I like to share with people because I'm from woodworking. I like to give, if you know what I mean. It's you know, it's good to give, I think. And if you've got a bit of knowledge and what have you, like especially with woodworking, if you can share that with people, it's great. And if I can share things that I'm finding out with people and the ridiculousness of it all, and you know, I've been doing a lot about the United States at the moment, but I do generally mainly about the UK. But still, you know, it's all interlinked. Everything that's gone on at the moment. And if you're wondering why I'm not trans. This my granddaughter did that, okay? On Christmas Day, she decided she wanted to paint my nails with her new nail varnish for practice. All right, just so you get that. It's not my colour anyway. No. I usually get black nails when I hit them with a hammer. That's what normally happens. He still can't afford a dentist. Who can't afford a dentist? You talking about me? Can't afford a dentist? Or are you talking about Steve Bannon? Can't afford a dentist? I don't know. Dentists are great here. There's not a problem with dentists here. It's a really nice place. Marcus did some... Oh, thank you, Gingers. Some wonderful things to the house. Yes, I've done some interesting stuff. I'm a bit of a quirky sort of... Okay, I like quirky stuff, all right? This is probably the most modern space in the house, which isn't finished yet either. Although we've done this wall now, which is looking pretty good. I'm quite pleased. We had a bit of a change around with the computers. Because it's quite I've got computers over there and over here. And I've got a big wrap-round screen here. And then I've got my screen that I use for when I'm doing writing or what have you on that one over there when I'm doing bits and pieces. And then I've got my drawing board over there, which is an XP pen. We can't see what we're doing. And then I've got my time clock behind, that way. That over there, yeah, so I know what time it's in New York. Apparently it's 19:45 in New York at the moment. Yeah, 24-hour clock. Oh, talk about Farage not falling. Yeah, what is it about him? What is it about Nigel Farage and not cleaning his teeth? He's always got really dark bits in between his teeth. Now, I have a bit of problem with that sometimes on bottom teeth because I didn't have enough room for teeth, and the bottom ones had they started crushing up against each other. And really, I could have done having some removed, really, because it caused a little bit of damage. But because of that, my bottom teeth, I have to take special care and actually I scrape them. I've got little tools and stuff. Because you get that dark build-up, you know? And I know I started doing that ever since I had multi-sonically cleaned at the dentist. And it's all part of, because our healthcare is really good in France, we don't have to pay any extra for that. So all my dental's been free. Well, not free, in theory you're paying for it, right? But we have to pay a thing called a mutuelle, which pays for the last, the third of the cost, and the rest of it is paid by the state 2/3. Because I work here and I pay taxes here, so I'm entitled to, or same with the missus, I'm entitled to the benefits of every other French citizen, basically, within reason. His mouth is like an old graveyard. Oh. Yeah, now Vance looks better on nails. Yeah, my nails. I keep breaking my bum and nails, because I'm woodwork. I get picking at things or bash with a hammer or something. Always getting split. Well, then I'm thinking, how to do this and bite me. Oh, I'm terrible. There's a dental clinic here in Prague where English tourists come on holiday and they get their teeth fixed up and enjoy the bear. I was wondering whether or not I've got a couple of spaces in my back here, and I'd like to have a couple of implants at some point. One day, maybe I'll better afford it. I don't know. I hear they're quite good in Prague for that. Oh, yeah. Or even Hungary. Hungary? Was it Hungary or Prague? Or was it Turkey? No, Turkey. The 4 implants a bit complicated, though. I think you have to go back several times, don't you? Don't become. Anyway, where was I? There's a dental. So done that already. I managed to get an emergency appointment for toothache. Okay, toothache. Yeah, he's a bit of an oddity, and he looks awful. Does a Nigel Farage that he does. So, got some more notes down here. Got my notes. I usually use my notes on there. That's my work notes. Well, I do feel sorry for some of the MAGA lot, though, because when you got the 4B movement, what have you, in the United States, and the women are withholding sex there. If the wives are more left wing and the husbands are right wing MAGA hat wearers, well then they're withholding sex. It's a movement that's going on, unless they can't cope without it, Withholding sex and children. It's a bit of a nut job, really, isn't it? So, yeah, and also they won't marry if they're not married, yeah. But why are you going with people that you don't... opposites, complete opposites. They say opposites attract, though, don't they? I don't know about that. Well, and then you've got Mike Johnson. He's likely to get kicked out, maybe, over that bill. Speaker of the House, to be replaced with Elon Musk. Maybe that's what's going to happen. Maybe Elon Musk is going to replace Mike Johnson just so Donald Trump don't feel threatened by Elon Musk. Maybe that's what's going to happen. Just put it out there, maybe. Right, so, just having a bit about Bernie Sanders, okay? What Bernie Sanders thought about Elon Musk. Do you know, it's quite nice to talk about the United States, because it reminds you it's not everywhere is as bad as the United Kingdom with its Brexit. We will talk about Brexit a little bit later if I get enough time. No, we'll do. But about rejoining, because there's a post on this actually on Twitter. I don't actually do Twitter. I don't leave anything on Twitter. I read it occasionally because where all the crazy people are. But I thought it'd be quite a good idea to see what the comments are on this particular post about rejoining the European Union. We ain't gonna happen, we know that, but it's quite interesting what people's thoughts are. So, little old Bernie Sanders, wonderful geezer. Oh, there he is. That's one awful picture, isn't it? Well, he is getting pretty ancient now, isn't he? Let's be fair. So, Bernie Sanders criticises President Elon Musk over an effort to derail the funding plan. Yes, the plan that's quite frankly just gone to pot because Elon Musk decided, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to tweet a lot. I'm going to go onto a Twitter spree and stop the actual... How is it that a tech billionaire is able to do that when he's not even in the government? This Doge thing is like this fictional department. It's not even a real thing yet, is it? He's got too much control over Donald Trump. He says that billionaires must not be allowed to run our government, Sanders says, after Musk derides a bipartisan deal to prevent government shutdown. So Bernie Sanders has criticised President Elon Musk. to derail the bipartisan spending deal that would keep the government running for another 3 months. Democrats and Republicans spent months negotiating a bipartisan agreement to fund our government, said Sanders, and the independent senator for Vermont, who votes with Democrats, in a statement. The richest man on earth, President Elon Musk, doesn't like it. Will the Republicans kiss the ring? Peace. You know what I mean? Oh, I like to call it chocolate starfish. Anyway, he added that billionaires must not be allowed to run our government. Sanders was referring to the deal and reached by the Republicans and the Democrats this week to prevent a government shutdown, which should otherwise begin on Saturday. The bill would extend the deadline by the 14th of March, or to the 14th of March. Now, with less than 48 hours to go, however, the bill came under attack from Donald Trump and his allies, including J.D. Vance. Is he still alive? I thought he'd been buried or something. Anyway, Vivek Ramaswamy and Musk, and the CEO of various companies, including Tesla and SpaceX. Oh, he's so wonderful. Spending bill also includes $100 billion in disaster aid, economic assistance for farmers, a commitment to rebuild the Baltimore's Francis Scott Key Bridge, potential pay rises for Congress members, and stadium site for the Washington Commanders, among other things. That's not quite accurate, that last bit. Potential pay rises for Congress members and a stadium site. I think that's just about an exchange. It wasn't actually an exchange of money. It wasn't going to cost anything, that wasn't. On Wednesday, after the deal was announced, Musk, who is set to co-lead an agency Trump claims he'll create, the Department of Government Efficiency. Ain't you excited? Wait for the Trump. Are you? Anyway, Doge. Now opposed the bill, they did. So anyway, he called it criminal and said that it must not pass, he said. Musk posted about the bill more than 100 times on X on Wednesday, according to NBC News. Now, among these statements, he said that any member of the House or Senate who votes for this outrageous spending bill deserves to be voted out in 2 years. In one post, Musk alleged that the bill was funding bioweapon labs, which is totally untrue, even though the screenshot for the text that he linked to refers to biocontainment laboratories. Biocontainment. It's not... that aim to conduct biomedical research to support public health and medical preparedness for combat infectious diseases, like COVID, for instance. Or that woke mind virus. I don't know. Is that a real thing? According to Elon Musk, it is. He's been going on about that and all. Again, he's a right old crazy, and let's be honest. Elon Musk is a lunatic. Where is it? It's here somewhere. Not that one. Oh, there we go. Let me just show you that. Oh, there we are. So, spread of the woke mind virus is extremely measurable, apparently. What a load of bollocks. They just took some other study and they called it the woke mind virus. So it's just, it's so woolly. These people are pathetic. They really are. So, back to someone who's decent. And in another post, Musk claimed erroneously that the bill includes a 40% pay increase for members of Congress. The Associated Press reported that the bill will remove a pay freeze provision that would allow for the maximum adjustment of 3.8%, not 40%. And noted that the last time members of Congress got a pay rise was in 2009. Musk, who has an estimated net worth of $350 billion, spent more than $200 million to help elect Donald Trump. Well, actually $250 million to elect Donald Trump through that other scheme thing he was doing in this year's election. Andy Barr, the Republican member of Congress from Kentucky, said his phone was ringing off the hook after Musk began criticising the bill, and people who elected us are listening to Elon Musk. So he's got too much power. He's got way too much power. Maxwell Frost, a Democrat member of Congress from Florida, echoed Sanders and decried Musk's influence and calling him a Republican unelected co-president Elon Musk. All he's had to do was make a few social media posts, Ross said. And it happened. Pretty much, isn't it? So the US Congress this week came to an agreement to fund the government. They did it, but they've omitted so much from that bill. It's just sad, really. You know, things like funding childhood cancer research. About 200 million is going to go into that, and it's disgusting. It really is disgusting. And things with veterans, and it's going to be cuts anyway. It's going to be massive cuts if they do what they want to do. Massive cuts. Right, I've looked in the chat. What am I missing? Have I missed something? What have I missed? Oh, dear, let's have a look at here. I ain't got any moderators here today. Withholding may be a good thing depending on the looks. What? Pop a tit. What? What? Some strange people out there, aren't there? You know, takes all sorts. You know. Bet he's got a face for radio. Wouldn't be a bit surprised. Czech Republic, another EU success story, together with the Poland and Estonia, it seems. I know who would agree with that one. It would be Steve Bannon. Oh, dear. Hello, Vicar. Hope you're well. How come my comments keep getting blocked? It's not me, mate. I don't know why. Just checking via another browser that I'm not logged into. I don't know what's going on there, mate. Honestly, that's not what I'm doing because I'm only down with Todd at the minute. I've got no moderators. But yeah, anyway, it's too late for me, to be honest. Oh, yes. Victor says, I see all your comments. Okay. Maybe it's not refreshing for Victor. And funding for the Federal Censorship Network. Yeah, what do you mean? Elon Musk. He's gone about freedom of speech, and there he is flipping censoring Laura Loomer. Which probably isn't a bad thing, but still. I would say you're probably right there, David Crockett. I would say that the quality and standard of food in the EU is pretty high. And also there's a lot of, some people call it protectionist, but there's a lot of laws and rules regarding protecting the people from dodgy food. And so there should be. You know, who wants to eat stuff that's dangerous? You know, the US has got a totally different idea regarding chicken and good husbandry regarding how you process the meat and what have you. In the EU, they say basically everything's got to be clean and you've got to do everything properly, you know, to limit the amount of spread of bacteria. In the US, they don't seem to bother, and what they do is they just wash it and bleach afterwards. A chlorine mix. Who wants that? I know they say, oh, it gets rid of it or neutralises it because they add some other chemical, but still, why would you want that? I don't want to be eating chlorine-washed chicken, for instance. And then you got obviously the hormone-injected beef and stuff. I don't want that shit. I really don't. Whoa. So you had an extraction that cost you €159, and the emergency appointment before that cost €70. I don't know where you're having it done, but here where I'm going, it's all included within our healthcare. But ironically, J.D. Vance will likely be the first female president. What are you trying to say? Are you in the States? Oh, we'll see. No, it says euros on here, unless it's just how it's come up. I don't know. I think he's in the States, actually. Were you jabbed? Why? You think that's what's wrong with me? Because I've been jabbed. I've been jabbed several times. I've had my flu vaccine and my COVID vaccine this year. I got fibromyalgia because they consider me a risky person. So even though I'm not that old, they still will give it to me, and I'm happy to have it. You know, I'm not dead yet. No, I'm too old to worry about it, to be honest. I'd rather not get colds and stuff. You see, the thing is, if I get colds, I can't make videos. And then what will I do? What will I do? I'll have to get a proper job. I was subjected to this and been aware. What? Been aware of what? I'm pretty sure I de-aged about 10 years since moving here. When I go back to the USA, I get sick from eating food. Now, I have to admit, I find that in the UK. The UK's food isn't great. I think I'm probably a little bit better than the United States, but it's not great. Especially now. Everything's been imported from so far away now. It starts rotting, basically, as soon as it's taken out of the packets or put on the shelves. And especially veg and stuff like that, you know. It takes much, much longer to get food into the United Kingdom, and as such, it's, you know, some of the shelf life has gone. And I know that some people say, well, we should be growing more of our own, what have you, but there actually isn't enough farmland to do that unless you get rid of the cows. It's just, you know, just isn't. If you're going to go for grazing animals, make sure it's on the highlands and stuff like that, where you can't really farm, as in the sense of crops. But, you know, you have to start growing more veg. Vertical farming, like there's a lot of that in the Netherlands. You know, big factories with lights and stuff. There's only certain things you can grow that way. You see, some crops require a lot of depth of soil. You know, like, for instance, carrots and lettuces. Those roots will go down 8 feet. The fine roots, they'll travel in a full life cycle. Will travel down around 8 feet through a, you know, like a Nance carrot or something like that. Surprising how far they go. You know, in search of water. It's not just a little bundle at the bottom. Woke is so far from proper grammar. No one should misuse the word and just replace it. No one should misuse the word and just replace it with human. Yeah, being human. The thing is, it's all about social, you know, like social awareness. That's all it is. You know, and really, it was a black term. It's been weaponised. Someone's thought it was a great idea to weaponise it, and there's people like Nigel Farage. And the more times you go on about it, you know, it's like that other thing. What was the other one now? Anti-fascist one. You know, which isn't even a thing. You know, it's all made up. It's all made up crap, isn't it? It's so late. It's almost. Nah. Yes, it's late. The EU is growing slowly into a superpower, and it just seems like that to me. The thing about the EU is that it is a set of rules. It's run on a set of rules, and there's no real breaking of those rules. It's just everyone accepts that's what they are, and because of that, all the countries generally, in most cases, or maybe not Hungary, are working under the same umbrella. So we're working together to support each other, each country in the European Union. To me, this makes a lot of sense. And if you think of like globalism, where you have superpowers and what have you, like China and all, you know, they're obviously very protectionist and very insular. So dealing with them is only going to be in their best interests. That's all they care about. Well, obviously, in the EU, the best interest is for the whole of the EU because we all benefit. It makes everybody's lives better. And where things are good, like for instance, we're back in COVID. We had the app that, you know, on our phones, and it actually worked. The UK's one, you know, post Brexit and all that, you know, it's going to be this super tech whatever. They can't even make a flippin' track and trace app without it falling over. Basing on old versions of spreadsheet. Excel. instead of databasing and stuff, you know? It just makes you wonder who's making the decisions. And also it makes you wonder why at the time it had been someone like, I don't know, Richie Sunak, whose father is a tech billionaire. You'd have thought they got them involved, maybe. Although they were operating in Russia at the time, but there you go. One plant I worked in was freezing turkeys that were 10 years. Ooh, 10-year-old turkeys. We just repacking and changing the best by dates. I've seen that was that's happened in the UK as well. There's a company, I think it was the Three Sisters. The Three Sisters. It's a meat processing plant up north in the UK, Yorkshire or somewhere like that. Anyway, they were caught on camera picking up bits of meat, putting them back in the packs and what have you that fell on the floor, and also caught changing the sell-by dates, like you say. It beggars belief. You know, at the end of the day, this stuff can make people ill. Chicken is dangerous, isn't it? The annual death rate in the US for salmonella, or the annual death rate in the US for salmonella. Whoa! You tell me 3,000 people a year die from salmonella poisoning, which probably came from the meat, more than likely. You can get from other places as well, mind. Versus 500 in the UK. Remember, they have got more people. You know, we've got 67 million people in the United Kingdom, and there's 350 million in the US. So, I still think that's high, isn't it? Oh, you did point that out there. Sorry. Oh my God! Evil Tig says I worked in the meat processing, and I could tell you the worst horror stories. Now, I have been in an abattoir once or twice in the past when I was working for. I trained as an electrician as well, and I worked at a company called Lacey Electrical, and we went to this place, say abattoir, and we had to install this winch system, and the winch system was designed to help with the skinning of, when they take the hides off the animals. And what it was like there was like a rail at the top and a big hook at the bottom, or vice versa, a long while ago. And the idea is it kind of pulled the hide off as you're cutting and trimming. Gross. Smell. Oh, I'll never forget that smell. Foul. Really bad smell. It wasn't like a poop smell or anything. It's just... I can't put... What was that like? I can't put my finger on it, but that was so bad. I don't know how you can work in those places. I really don't. That's just awful. Blimey. Hello, Mad Monk. It's a bit late for you, my friend. I didn't realise you were here. I just went down a sort of random street. I quite often got sad notes, but it was a bit late because I was doing other stuff. But yeah, I've been talking a bit about Mark Musk and what have you, and the fact that he's I was about to say something naughty, but he's a very naughty boy. But anyway, Trump is supporting Musk now. Oh dear, undercooked ground beef and chicken mostly. Crikey. No vegetarians have salmonella. You can get salmonella and other stuff though. You can get it in vegetable crops as well. It's just dangerous. It's like in France, for instance. You heard of Legionnaires. Well, in the UK, you can have heady tanks and stuff for your hot water, and which is fine, And in France, it's illegal to have a hot water header tank as an open system. You've got to have a sealed system, and the reason for that is Legionnaires. And the view is that in summers, the summers are hot, the roofs get hot, and so it could be potentially a breeding ground for Legionnaire's disease. We eat raw beef mince on fried bread. Wouldn't have it anywhere else though. I suppose if you're getting it from, well, it's no different than belued steak, is it? If you get it from a farmer or something like that, so you know who's reared it, I suppose it's so bad. But it's probably really nice, actually. There's obviously a hell of a lot of flavour in raw meat, but it's just when the blood comes out, it gives me. It's, no. Oh, steak tartare is very popular here, yes. I can imagine. It's nice. I got salmonella from a vegetarian. It was not. Oh, for a vegetarian meal, it was not cooked right. Yeah, you get salmonella from most things. Steve, that sounds a bit like a German. Oh, where am I? Right, here we go. Anyway, where was I? Over here we go. Right. So they have been kicking off, they have. I'm not very happy with Mark Zuckerberg. I think he can bloom well do one. And Jeff Bezos flipping kissing a flipping ring piece of Donald Trump, Nigel Farage, but of Donald Trump. Flipping hell. What an embarrassment. These people flipping criticised Trump last time, you know, to the point of blocking him on Facebook. And then all of a sudden, there they are. Here's £1 million for your inauguration. Oh, okay. There we go. Let's put that over there. So Musk calls for Trump supporters contemptible fools. Well, if you want to support the channel, there's a super chat down below if you're interested. Keeps the channel going, you know. We'll have to. Oh, crikey, what have I done? I just minimised everything. Come back, you. How the hell did I do that? Come back. I'm back. That one's back. No, I need the other one. Oh, crikey, I feel silly now. There we are. Right. Yeah, so Musk calls Trump supporters contemptible fools. Or what do the EU... I just do this one, I'm going to go into the EU stuff, right, about joining the European Union. So, yeah, so Musk calls some Trump supporters contemptible fools, escalating tension with MAGA hardliners. So, Caitlin Collins and Jonah Goldberg discussed escalating tension between Elon Musk and, yeah. Oh, it's a video. Oh, it's a video. All right, let's have that.
In his clash with the far right over immigration, Elon Musk is now going after the hardliners, the very heart of the MAGA base, labeling them just a few hours ago as, quote, contemptible fools who must be removed from the Republican Party root and stem. Musk now finds himself pitted against the likes of Steve Bannon, however, Trump's former White House aide, who came out against Musk's push for H-1B visas, which allow highly skilled foreign workers into the U.S. and has long been the lifeblood of Silicon Valley.
H-1B visas, that's not what it's about. It's about taking American jobs and bringing over essentially what become indentured servants at lower wages. This thing's a scam by the oligarchs in Silicon Valley to basically take jobs from American citizens, give them to what become indentured servants from foreign countries, and then pay them less. Simple. To let them into through the golden door.
Now, Bannon's comments align him with people like the far-right activist Laura Loomer, who has been bashing Musk for days now on this and is even accusing him of censoring her on his own platform. She is the anti-immigrant Trump ally who is now claiming that her blue checkmark was removed, her subscriptions were deactivated, her character limits for tweets and posts on X were limited for what she says is, quote, raising concerns and speaking the truth about the technocratic takeover of our country in the White House. Now, that was after she posted racist messages like this, saying our country was built by white Europeans, actually, not third world invaders from India. But listen to what Loomer said about what she plans to do with her position on this earlier.
I'm going to escalate it all the way up to President Trump. I'm going to take it to advisors, and I'm going to take it to people I know who have been appointed to cabinet positions. And I'm going to ask them, is this the type of America that we're going to be living in? Are these the campaign promises that were made to MAGA and the American people?
I mean, she does have a direct line to Trump, obviously. We've seen that. Trump has said he doesn't control her. But Elon Musk is someone who's basically living at Mar-a-Lago. And I think that is a real question of whether or not, as you were saying, maybe it's not the full rift, but it's the start of one, potentially, in this scenario.
For sure. I think it's one rift among a bunch that will probably come down the pike as we move forward. But look, I mean, it would take a heart of stone not to laugh at the situation that they've gotten themselves into. Trump, is this classic, what do I have to do to put you in this condo today kind of salesman. And he makes promises to the Musk faction. He makes promises to the Laura Loomer faction and a bunch of other factions in between that cannot be reconciled with each other. And look, I'm much closer to Elon Musk on the policy issue here than I am, even remotely with Laura Loomer about any of this stuff. But one of the ironies of all this is that all of these people across the spectrum, they rode this populist tide in, claiming that establishment Republicans and conservative establishment and the old Reaganite crowd, the old National Review crowd, they don't know anything and all the answers are super easy and we know exactly what to do. And then it turns out they come in and it turns out this stuff is really complicated. H-1B program is complicated for how you reform it, how do you expand it, what do you do about chain migration? And the serious people were all pushed aside in favor of all of these populist yahoos from Steve Bannon on down. And now they're the dog that caught the car and they don't know how to do any of this policy because they haven't done any of the legwork on it.
Did President-elect Donald Trump send a coded message to Elon Musk claiming that Bill Gates, the founder of Microsoft...
Well, basically what this guy's saying is about Donald Trump stood up on stage and just basically said that Elon Musk can't be the president because he weren't even born here. Ha! He goes. Ha!
Microsoft is visiting Mar-a-Lago tonight. What are we talking about? This on your screen. Where are you? Trump wrote in a post on Truth Social. When are you coming to the center of the universe? Mar-a-Lago. Bill Gates asked to come tonight. We miss you and X. X is obviously how Musk refers to his son. I want to get straight to CNN's Elena Treen, who's in West Palm Beach near Mar-a-Lago. Elena, do we have any sense what was behind the message, who it was intended for?
Well, Phil, this does read like an apparent text message, like a message intended for Elon Musk. And when I talked to Trump's advisors, I learned that it was, in fact, an apparent message for Elon Musk, which altogether is pretty funny. But look, we did learn a few things from this. One is that the bromance between Donald Trump and Elon Musk is clearly still alive and well, but also he is still, supporting Elon Musk after all of the backlash we've seen this week with, Musk defending H-1B visas and his support for high-skilled foreign workers, but also after some of the backlash we saw as well from Democrats and others kind of taunting Musk and Donald Trump, arguing that he is actually the one calling the shots, especially after that whole, spending fight fiasco we saw play out last week on Capitol Hill. That's one part of this. The other thing we saw, though, of course, is that Bill Gates is the latest major CEO or founder, we should say, Microsoft founder, who is reaching out to Donald Trump and his team to try and get a meeting with him. When I talked to Trump's advisors, they said, as of now, it's unclear if the two are actually going to meet, but he's just the latest person who is trying to gain an audience with Donald Trump and kind of smooth relations before he takes office on January 20th.
Well, I think we're going to be seeing a darn sight more of this, aren't we? And it's, well, that's quite funny, really. MAGA are doing the right old hissy fit over this. And the thing is, MAGA, actually, they loved Elon Musk. But do they love Donald Trump more? Probably. But now that Donald Trump said, yeah, so we'll go, I support Elon Musk, will they? Oh, that's okay then. If our Messiah says he's good, it's good for us too. The dog that caught the car. What? Sadly, Laura's virulent syphilis is still quite active. Trust me, I know. What? Americans know the ego maniac like Trump won't play second fiddle to anyone. But there again, you got Elon Musk. He's got massive ego as well. Look at that clash. They're going to clash, and it's just going to be like spontaneous human combustion, and they're all just going to catch a light, just like that. Yeah. Oh, let's hope. Well, the divide won't work. Middle America isn't buying the game anymore. Is Middle America going to, as in Texas and what have you, and they're going to wake up and say, hang on, we've been sold a pup? Yeah. And just say, then turn on Trump. Is that ever likely to happen? Kind of did last time a little bit, didn't it? You know, in the day he lost the election. Oh no, it didn't. It was fraud. The divide. Hulk Hogan. What? Hulk Hogan. Oh my giddy aunt! You see him on the campaigns. Take the shirt off. These people just make themselves look so stupid supporting someone like Donald Trump. See, the thing is, though, it used to go on, didn't it? His last inauguration, it's going on about the size of the crowd and what have you, and he got upset because Biden's crowd was bigger or something stupid like that, or Obama's or whatever. And it's he's so shallow. He's tender, isn't he? He really is tender. Right little flipping snowflake. Divide your... Oh, crikey, yeah. Off with the head. Yeah, that was the tradition will still have in common. Even do else business, and so I don't understand. Sorry. Come back. What's happening? Oh, let's get into top live chat. Shocks for the bike. We do step up. Well, we need to step up our game for our high school. Though it was grand. I don't understand that. Engineer, never went to college. Doesn't matter. Elon isn't even government. He's got too much power. It doesn't matter. It's too much influence. Why has he got so much influence if he isn't even in government? It's not right, is it? The dude is a clown. He could spacker to another thing they don't teach in high school anymore. Okay, what are the figures behind me? The figures. Oh, there's a as you can see, that's my Darth Vader. I am your father. And then obviously I got vinyl, lots and lots of vinyl, and loads more over there, and that's everywhere. I collect vinyl, new and old. I used to watch Hulk Hogan's TV show back in the day. It was cringe the way he acted with his daughter and her friends. Yeah, it was. He was funny though, I have to admit. He's just so corny. He has the right influence. Imagine being the side arguing against cutting wasteful government spending. It's a losing strategy. Yeah, well, we consider how much Donald Trump increased the debt last time. 8 trillion last time. That's a considerable amount of money. Biden is way up. It's 1.2. Or did he reduce it by 1.2? I can't remember now, but it's a lot less anyway. I can't know Laura Looney Tunes. Okay, well, let's get back on. I need the... Where is it? It's not that one, that one. Ooh, excuse me. Right, need the other page up. Nope. I minimised everything a moment ago. Sorry, made a booby. Ah, is it? There we go. Arr, you mad? Well, that's on Twitter. So on the Twitter page up. Bear with me. Where is it? Was that the one I shoot? No, not that one. Or was it that one? Is that one that? Right, let's put that over there. And that one there, that one there. There we go. That's reform. Oh, God, where is that? Not there, not there, not there, not there, not there, not there. Oh, blimey. I've lost it. No, I haven't. There we go. Found it. I think that's the one. Is that the one? Yes! Rejoin in the European Union. Oh, God. There's a rejoin party, and I think that's their logo. But there's I did an interview with him, and he's an alright kind of chap, but he's overly optimistic. I think you need to be optimistic, obviously, but I think we just the longer we wait, I think the less chance it's going to happen. Personally, it's my feeling. So, what's been said? Okay, I thought we'd go through and have a look at some of the comments. That's what I was thinking about. So, it said up here, the majority of British people want to rejoin the European Union. Are you one of them? Now, I say around 60% at the moment, so apparently so the polls are saying. But it's, does it mean say they want another referendum? Does it? And some people just, they think it's simple, and it's not simple. And the longer we're waiting, the harder it's going to become to have any chance of joining. You know, needed that done early on. We just basically moved away from the EU to the point where it's getting more and more impossible. But what do people say? Right, of course they say, and yes, if there was another vote, Brexit would win again. Apparently, says Alistair the Great. Anyone who puts "great" in their name, obviously, is obviously right wing. But why would they win again? They wouldn't win again. They wouldn't, because we had a taste of it now. I think there'd be a landslide to stay. No, I really do. Now we know what it's about. Realise, hang on, this is an absolute mess. It's costing the country billions and billions and billions. And then you've got all the additional fees, what have you, can't deal with all the extra paperwork, the red tape. So, oh God, on then you've got some attention. See the figures that show the majority of British people want to rejoin the EU. I have a feeling you can't. There is figures. There are polls out there. I must be a minority bit then. Why would we want to go back to EU rubbish and dictatorship? Since when have they dictated to us? You know, we had the veto all along. We just half the time we vetoed it. The only time we went along with it is if we voted for it. I have those theory at Brexit defeat. That the Brexit defeat for Remainers was so traumatic that it caused some form of PTSD-induced amnesia. It's definitely worth trying to secure some type of government funding for further research. I have to admit, that's quite a funny comment, even though it's bollocks. If they were, you wouldn't need to ask. Probably not. The thing is, they are. The majority of people do want to return. Remember what Twitter's ended up. This is Twitter. right? If it was on Blue Sky, you get a totally different result. They're both turned into a bit of a bubble. Just a second. I just got to check my dog. Come on, you. Got three over here. Not bad. I've got my little Pandora. Let's just see if we can. There you go. Good girl. Right. So all these people are there, they're all just basically saying, no. Nope, not going to happen. EU is cracking, and it shows countries are close to jumping ship, apparently. Yes, where? Which countries? Maybe Hungary, but not the people are hungry. That would just be, Viktor Orban, he won't leave. Nope. They say, see, it's all right-wing stuff, see? Nobody wants to rejoin the EU. It's a blood-sucking money pit. FFS. Best thing that the UK ever did was getting out. These people are so narrow-minded and shallow. There won't be an EU left soon. It's been an economic and diplomatic disaster. The two big nations that were bankrolling it, i.e. France and Germany, are in decline. They'll pick up again. There is no going back for them within the EU. It's leave or die for both. That's not true. That's just not true. Our roads aren't falling apart, all right? We ain't got masses of flipping potholes. No, we haven't got a health system that's collapsed. No, in France. And Germany's probably the same. You've been reading too much right-wing press, they have, yeah. Polls I've seen do not show that. Well, because you look at the wrong ones. This is corrupt beyond belief. There are strong political lobbies in Germany and France that want to leave. Yeah, of course there is. You've got the AfD, the Alternative for Deutschland, a right-wing, basically a Nazi party. Well, a majority wanted to leave. Stop crying about it. It was a tiny majority, 52%, decided they wanted to leave the European Union. It's the same old, I cry to your Daily Patriot. Oh, my God's sake. Oh. I think your source is incorrect, he says. Then you got lying F-wit. Trust me, effing don't. See, this is what Twitter's turned into. It's turned into a right-wing bubble. Big time. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying we'd better join the European Union, but But what I am saying is that it's very likely, and apparently 60% of the British population would want to join the European Union, because they can see for themselves now it's a really bad deal we've got. Not just a deal, it's just the whole concept of it. It's in the DNA. So everyone, almost all of them, are right-wing nutters. Ramonas are really partial to lying. Yeah, right. Well, what? That sounds a bit MAGA to me. I'm Scottish, not British. An independent Scotland will join the EU. Well, maybe that could happen. What's up, my Dora? You want another one? Oh, God. You got me bacon. There you are. Yeah. Oh, I'm one of the millions who didn't want to leave in the first place. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's quite sad to see, really. But this is well, the logo they've used, that is actually from the Rejoin Party. But the Rejoin, oh, Phil M, I know you. Oh, damn. But I don't do Twitter. I just come on Twitter just for the purpose of the stream. But I do not actually post anything on Twitter anymore. What is wrong, my darling? You want another one? I can't. They're only tiny, I know, but God, what they like dogs, eh? There we go. Did you want a wee wee? Is that what it is? Do you want a wee wee? Blimey. Okay. All right, we'll see what we can do. Let's just leave you with. Yeah, what about that? I'll just put that up there for you. There you go. Your mind up. You don't know what you want. Oh, look at that handsome fella and his tombstone teeth. Yes, so frogage. Frogage? Frog face. Lovely, isn't he? He's a lovely geezer. Alright. Yeah. That's how you get a sandwich in the United States. For God's sake. I thought the Second Amendment was about, I know, the right to bear arms. The same about, like, bazookas. Is that really the right to bear arms? That's just ridiculous. He's got a couple of Colts there as well, hasn't he? Or Smith and Westons. A couple of big old revolvers. Bloody hell. People. It's crazy. I'm a conservative, and I definitely don't consider him one. I'm not. I'm a Republican, but I wouldn't be right-wing in Europe. I'm a strict Lockean liberal. I'm more moderate. The thing is if you vote for somebody like Donald Trump, you've got to think about what his history is and what he's said in the past. He's told you what his intentions are. You know? He's not to be trusted. He's certainly not to be trusted. Except they are easy to verify, and I'm conservative, and he's not. Okay. Aren't the Democrats closer to... Oh, the Conservatives, Liberals in the UK. Well, they don't have... Even Biden's not left-wing, is he? He's centre, more centre, isn't he? It's like people saying about Michel Barnier. Now, he's right-wing in France. You know, when he became the Prime Minister, it's kind of what he did to try and tease him. But then Barnier made a mistake, didn't he? Then he lost his job. Michel Barnier, you know, the clock was ticking. Is that a missile? Is it a bazooka? We can't have... Conservatives don't support government. And last, I checked, police are government. Okay. Red Hats aren't Republican or Conservative. It's his own party. Well, the Trump party, basically. And it's or Elon Musk. Thing is, Elon Musk and Donald Trump don't actually have the same ideals. They've got different ideas about stuff. Elon Musk, Trump, he just goes with whatever. You know, he used to be a flippin' Democrat, didn't he? You know? He's kind of like, oh, crikey. Oh, I think of his name now. Lee Anderson. He's like Lee Anderson. He's gone to Labour, he's gone to the Tories, and he's gone to Reform. And they Reform are gaining all these apparent seats and crikey, and then we've got Kebby Badenoch spouting off, attacking Reform Party. You know, Nigel Farage is angry, and he's going to say that he's going to take it to court. Yes. He's going. I expect an apology. He says. Oh dear. You got this. What's it? Donald Trump wants to get rid of legacy citizenship. You know, when if you're born in a country, you have the right to stay there. you're born in the United States, you still right to stay there. So we've got that in France. It's quite common. Most countries have that. Probably not the UK now. Evil. I don't think you even understand what extreme right even is then. Oh dear. Anyone who supports Donald Trump, in my mind, is evil. Donald Trump supports the idea of culling disabled people. Oh, basically, why don't they just die? He said that more than once. And I've got a disabled son who's staying with us at the moment. He's out tonight with his brother, but he's I know how difficult it is having a disabled child. You bring up a disabled child, it's not easy. Everything's more complicated. Going out is more complicated. Going to the shop is more complicated. Making sure that they have, his wheelchair and what have you, have everything that they need. Just everything becomes more complicated and harder. From the time of we had 6 kids already. We've got 6 kids, and then one of them's disabled. You imagine what that's like with a car? It's a nightmare. Red Hat are neo-fascists. Yes, I would say so. And maybe Trump goes full fascist this term. Trump is going to have a darn sight more power than he's ever had. He feels like he's got a mandate. He hasn't really, because the vote was so close. But he's been testing the waters, hasn't he, regarding legality. He's got away with bloody murder, hasn't he, regarding the Capitol riots and what have you. I know these are supposed to be for New York, man, but the thing is, it's nothing's going to happen. He's not going to go to jail, is he? He just changed the rules to suit. That's what he's going to do. He don't care about the Constitution. He'll make up some baloney that, it's terrible, it's really bad, or something like that. It's the worst ever system or something, and this will be so much better, and he'll just end up changing it. He won't care what the process is. He'll just do whatever he wants to do. He'll be totalitarian. He has Congress and the Supreme Court. Yeah. He does, unfortunately. Literally murder, and it's disgusting. It is. It's just, he's not a good person. Now, I was reading about Donald Trump, what his life was like, growing up with his parents. There was no, they didn't hug or anything like that. There wasn't no love in the house. John Lennon was right. All you need is love. And there's, even his his nephew, crikey, what's his name again? I forgot his name now. Oh, blimey. Anyway, his nephew has basically said that as well. That there's never been any. It's not kind of like a loving. It's seen as a weakness. That's not really a way to be brought up, is it? The whole MAGA cult. And then you got Marjorie Taylor Greene. I feel sorry for the non-cultists. I do. There's plenty of people like there's a few on here that are American, and they're going to have to pay up with all this, and the disaster that is going to ensue. It's just it's not going to be good, and it'll have this knock-on effect to everybody in the United Kingdom and the EU, because we trade with each other, and anything that affects your economy will affect our economy, because you'll buy less. Because currently, there is a trade deficit between the EU and the European Union, whereas you buy more than we do. So that's not very good for the EU. So it will have a knock-on effect. It's going to not believe facts. I don't know what that means. Oh, I see. Not beliefs. Facts. Yeah, sorry. That makes sense. uh, add your arguments. I don't understand either. What's up, Laura? Pandora. So the red hats are live action Darwinism. What's up, Dora? What's up, girl? There we go. Scrolling up. Well, it's quarter to 3 in the morning here, so I think I'm going to make a move. I'd like to thank everybody for joining me. Oh, crikey, do you know what I forgot? Blimey, I forgot Mad Monk's favourite. There you are, Mad Monk, if you're still here. Do you think pickles have feelings? Do you think pickles have feelings? No, what? No, I don't think pickles have feelings. I don't make my tongue tingle. Little pickle does. Margie Taylor Greene, so she believes Austin Powers was like Dr. Evil cackling from his moon base with space lasers. No, that wasn't Bernie Sanders or something, you know. With space lasers. Then more recently, she's been going on about Biden controlling the drones. And then she's going on about the vaccines and what have you. Oh, crikey. Because of Bobby Kennedy. That's it, yeah. Oh, bugger. You did not stay to see that? Oh, Mad Monk. You spoil sport. Oh, dear.
The British government did want us to intervene in that explanation between the government and the British people. I don't see any chance whatsoever and whensoever to see Britain rejoin the European Union. The British people didn't know, in fact they didn't know what this would entail as consequences, although we were telling them not too offensively because...
Anyway, I'm not falling asleep much here. Anyway, so it's time for me to go. I say toodaloo. Here we go. I say toodaloo. And thanks to the Spaniards, what have you. I think it was just Mad Monk there. I hope you're well, my friend. And everyone who has joined us from the United States and, well, wherever you are. You know, it's, we racked up 19,506 views on this stream, so that's quite cool. Was that English? I'm Norfolk, okay. Oh no, he's oh crikey, he's German or was French. He used to be the leader of the EU. Don't leave, says Mikey. Sheep chat here. A sheep chat. What? Sheep. Say that quick. Sheep chat. Are you implying that we're all sheep? No, my own mind. I can work it out for myself. Thank you very much. That we can. Pandora, you're very pestery. That's my little doggy. She's pestering. Been told not to leave, apparently. Yes. Very late for me. It's only 3 o'clock in the morning. I suppose I could have blocked him. I think Mad Monk already has. Anyway, it's time for me to go. So toodaloo, though. Have a lovely weekend, and I'm probably going to go live again tomorrow. I will go live again tomorrow night, provided I'm feeling okay, which I suppose it will be. Because the thing is, you see, I don't know when I'm going to be okay because I have to work with the fact that I've got fibromyalgia. Sometimes I'm in so much pain I can't actually do much. So I sort of, that's why I've been doing the vertical ones and the live stream, because it doesn't really matter. Anyway, toodaloo. Oh, where's my buttons? I've got. Okay. Stop streaming. Broadcast. I don't know. All buttons. That weren't there before. That's new.